Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Liyue Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face. Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone...
So, where is he? In Liyue Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the...
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times, and we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. when the ritual to receive this god is so kingly. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Oh? In our line of work, this means that you want to silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword, we shall... Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we? The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here... You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it... I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade worthy.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex...
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, it is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one. All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger, the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade is a Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the Jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. How about this? I can take a small sample of all 3. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a...
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you...
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Oh, you flattered me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would...
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like...
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pop. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move!
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and... We're ready to go! Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use Pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention. Out of the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast! Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue with their nap! Didn't it? More hilly trolls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Freeze! Jade, wasn't it? It was so much... shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you...
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious.
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the...
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. Nope.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the liyue and good, honest merchants such as yourself.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this?
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small... That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best. You have... We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for... That's right. The liyue have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, not also the,
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the... These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morak. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their rim. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society.
We shall not speak of the details right now.
Hey, boss.
Silk flowers? We certainly do.
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ. Just look at the abundant foliage here. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was newsy.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to...
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble.
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? But this silk flower purchase is not Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the Seven in... Now that's settled, a question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli...
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers...
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, therefore...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I could...
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support...
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money!
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers...
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately...
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city.
So this time, we get to go around town looking for nice smells?
I will wait for you near the statue of the Seven.
can find some good candidates at the adventurers. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Could that be She's boat?
Hey there. Don't be shy. Come inside.
Lan, we need to ask.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a.
Wow. I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your.
Now that you mention it, yes, there is some. Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for what?
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See?
Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the.
That's the worst thing, Paimon.
While we're on the subject, have you never.
Yang air? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yang air?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them.
Great! This is just the intel we need.
Well, hello.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to 3 in one go. Mike, you have extreme tastes for someone your age. Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the."
That went over Paimon's head.
In short, I'm happy to help. So, where is a good place for making sweet? You mean Wanmin restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, while I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Should I
This water will do nice. Now, I need you to extract the silk. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and you need to keep your wrist firm. So now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent... Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction.
You at the one-man restaurant.
Wow! The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low... You must take care to control the heat during this process. So please, focus on controlling. Don't waste a drop of that... All three perfumes are ready, and a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to... Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight up. The second one is for those with more refined taste. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll good. Be sure to come. I'll leave you with some parting. One who tries to sail three. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime.
Let's take these three perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while. We've brought the perfumes, miss. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this...
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well...
3 sets, and not one less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually...
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations.
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing...
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend...
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there.
Man, why has he got a...